Anyway, my video cut out on me right when I was about to show you the insulating walls, but yeah, there was a lot of gaps in the insulation where it was just off to the side and it just horrible. So I'm pulling all that old stuff out of there and I'm going to put rock wool in there. Rock wool is awesome because it's usually spaced the width of the studs, which reminds me I got to measure them. And it's really dense and firm, easy to handle. You don't itch. It's wonderful stuff. Not only that, it's so fireproof that you can use it to insulate around fireplace chimneys. As a matter of fact, some of the wall thimbles and ceiling thimbles that the pipe on a fireplace goes through are packed with that rock wool. You can hold a torch to it, and all it'll do is glow. It'll never melt or start on fire like regular insulation would. It'll eventually, the insulation will start on fire, but that rock wool won't. So anyway, it's got a pretty good R value, and it's really easy to work with. So that's what I'm going to pack the walls with, exterior walls. I haven't made any decisions yet on what I'm going to do on paneling. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use hardboard, and so I can paint it, and that will allow me to paint it whatever color I want. I've got I might copy what I did at the wife's house with a dark brown wall and then blonde like a honey colored wood trim around everything. I might copy that. It was my idea in the first place, so I'll just do it again instead of copy it. There we go. But the big concern is that floor. So I'm debating whether I should try to pull up that OSB flooring that somebody put down. How much of a pain that's going to be. Or if I should, I obviously got to get the areas of particle board. That's what the original floor was made out of, is particle board, not sawdust board, not even OSB. It was sawdust board. So I got to bust all that stuff out of there. See what shape the floor stringers are in. If they're not all rotted and soft. If they are, I'm going to have to sister in some 2x4s next to them, strengthen them up, and then put down new plywood. There's some waves in the floor, kind of, because that OSB over time, especially if it gets damp, it doesn't retain its rigidity. So I might just see if I can rip it all out of there, right down to the floor studs, floor joists, and just put 5/8 plywood sheeting down in there over everything. That'll make it so much easier for me to put the vinyl flooring down. I'm going to put hardwood looking vinyl flooring planks. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me, but I did get a lot accomplished. I got the hot water heater out of there, drained. There's a nasty sludge in the bottom of that hot water heater. So once I hook it back up, I'm going to really flush it good. I think possibly this trailer park is on its own private well, and it was like a slimy brown substance, which I think is iron bacteria. They obviously don't chlorinate the water, and that iron bacteria is nasty stuff. Not only that, there was like a fine silica sand that was in the bottom of that as well that made kind of a mud slurry. So I might end up putting a particle filter in to catch all of that before it gets to anything else. That'll cut down on the sludge in the hot water heater. got a lot accomplished today. Starting to wind down. I don't even know what time it is, but it's starting to wind down. So I'm probably going to mosey on out of here. I'll clean up in there a little bit, maybe take the vacuum and do some work with the shop vac, because I'm borrowing the shop vac from my work van. And I'll do some work in there and vacuum it up and clean it up a little bit. Such a small workspace like that, you got to stay on top of being clean. Otherwise, it just turns into a shit show. So I'll do that, and then I'm gonna roll out of here, go home, and get some dinner. So I'll catch you on the next episode once I figure out what I'm gonna do on that floor. So talk to you soon.